Hey guys, welcome back to this PixelThing Talks. So, what shall we talk about? Yeah, the subject of the moment, the 10 out of 10 games, just like the new God of War. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Maybe for some people, God of War is 10 out of 10. I've yet to play it. I don't own it. And yeah, I will probably get it in the future. But let me tell you which games that I have in my collection that I consider 10 out of 10 games for me, obviously. So let's start with yeah, why not? This amazing yeah, that one that is running in the background, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. For me, it's a 10 out of 10 game. My favorite graphic adventure ever created. And it would be awesome to have a brand new adventure with indie. That would be really awesome. Another graphic adventure, another amazing graphic adventure, and a 10 out of 10 for me and for many other players. The Secret of Monkey Island. Man, no words to describe it. A groundbreaking game. So, moving on to, for example, Canon Fodder. This one is the Amiga version. Back then, when the game was released, yeah, I played it on my IBM PS1. I played the first version that I played was the DOS version, and the Amiga version I played many years later, and it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Amazing game. And just like I said in one of my early videos, if you haven't played Canon Fodder, you are not a gamer. Oh yeah. Moving on now to another LucasArts amazing game, a Star Wars game, the very first first-person shooter based on the Star Wars universe. This is a 10 out of 10 game for me. My favorite FPS ever created. Until this day, I absolutely love this game. This had a huge impact on me back in 1995 to be able to wander around this amazing universe inside these amazing places from the Star Wars universe. You know, if you're a fan of Star Wars, you will obviously understand what I'm trying to say. This was so groundbreaking, and for me it's better than Doom, the very first couple Doom games. This is better for me, obviously a 10 out of 10 game. Yeah. Moving on, now a racing game, a PC exclusive game for Windows 95, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Windows 95 and 98. Grand Prix Legends from Papyrus. This, man, a 10 out of 10 game for me. An amazing racing simulator, one of the most faithful simulators ever created. Man, I don't have words to describe it. An amazing experience, painful experience, but it's so damn enjoyable, you know? 10 out of 10 game for me, yeah. Moving on, another 10 out of 10 game for me, it's Crusader No Remorse. What an amazing experience. I absolutely love it, and I have to review this game. Yeah, there's a ton of reviews of Crusader No Remorse all over YouTube, but I have to do my very own review, my vision Cause I absolutely love it's my favorite isometric game. Yeah, you've seen my top 10. Man, a 10 out of 10 game for me, Crusader No Remorse. Oh yeah. Now, why not a Sega Mega Drive game? Hey, 3 or 4 Sega Mega Drive games. So the Dragons franchise that started on the TurboGrafx and on the PC Engine, obviously. The Dragon franchise. I don't have the first one for the PC Engine and TurboGrafx, but I have these two for the Mega Drive. Dragon's Fury and Dragon's Revenge. It's pinball games, you know, you're obviously familiar with this franchise. And Dragon's Fury is my favorite pinball game ever created, man. This has the most amazing soundtrack. Evil and obscure soundtrack combined with its own gameplay, you know. These two are 10 out of 10 games for me. Oh yeah. Man, I absolutely love this franchise. And I've been playing them recently released, not recently, the last installment of the Dragons franchise for the Wii. Do you know that game? I don't recall its title, but it's also an amazing game, and I want to bring this franchise to one of my future episodes, telling the story of the Dragons franchise. Yeah, another Mega Drive game that I also loved on my ZX Spectrum and the Amiga is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the action game. But the Mega Drive version is the best, because it was released a couple years later. Yeah, couple years later it was released for the Mega Drive and was improved. Its gameplay is quite different from those early versions that were released alongside the movie by 1989 I believe, and this one was released in 91 if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, this is the best version of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and many players hate it, but I absolutely love it, because The Last Crusade is also my favorite indie movie. And this one, the Mega Drive version, is the best version based on this absolutely amazing film. Yeah, 10 out of 10 game for me. Yeah. And another on the Mega Drive. This Mega Drive version of Toki is not a 10 out of 10 game for me, but the arcade, I picked this up because the arcade game, the arcade original, is a 10 out of 10 game for me. Toki is amazing on the arcades, its original version. And the Mega Drive version is also quite okay. It's a completely different adventure. But I just picked it up because the arcade original is an absolutely hidden gem and amazing game. A 10 out of 10 game. Toki on the arcades. Oh yeah. Moving on to the 2000s, Grand Theft Auto Vice City is probably a 10 out of 10 for many players, and for me it is. It's my favorite Grand Theft Auto game ever. Amazing, and obviously the the PC versions are over the top, you know, compared with the console versions. And man, this setting, this 80s setting, and that Scarface vibe. Oh yeah, an amazing game, an amazing experience. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 game. Yeah. For the PS3 and for the Xbox 360 there were a certain number of games there that add that 3D feature, that 3D stereoscopic 3D feature enabled. And one classics HD collection from a couple of games from the PS2 that were originally released for the PS2 were Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. And these two played on the PS3 with stereoscopic 3D enabled are overwhelming experiences. The originals already were overwhelming, but playing these two, playing them with the 3D stereoscopic 3D enabled, man, I was completely blown away, man. And Shadow of the Colossus was recently remastered for the PS4, but these two were already remasters and redone to be able to offer that 3D stereoscopic 3D effect. So I believe that this version of Shadow of the Colossus is the real remaster and not the PS4 version that I'm yet to play. And I want to play it. But I can tell you that these two played with stereoscopic 3D enabled are superb games, amazing experiences. I love these, I absolutely love this HD collection. 10 out of 10! This was a tremendous effort from the team Bluepoint. I believe Bluepoint was the team behind these remasters. 1080p. Oh yeah, Bluepoint games. An amazing experience in 3D, man. Check my video. Now my favorite 10 out of 10 Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 2. Man, this is the most memorable, for me, most memorable Modern Warfare game ever created. I finished it on the PC and on the Xbox 360. I have it also for the PS3, but I haven't played the PS3 version yet. Man, but I played it first. Played this version first, the PC version. What an amazing experience, man. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Another 10 out of 10 racing game. For me and for many other players, Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast is the pinnacle of the Outrun series. What an amazing Outrun game. Man, this is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, official product, a Ferrari official product. If you can see this sticker. Oh yeah, but this is amazing. This is arcade awesomeness, you know. A 10 out of 10. 11 out of 11. It's an amazing experience. The pinnacle, as I said. The pinnacle of the Outrun franchise. You know that Baja Edge Control is for me a 10 out of 10 game, 11 out of 11. That many players can't comprehend why. But I absolutely love this game, a 10 out of 10. For me, 10 out of 10. I've already talked so much about this game in many of my other videos, but I just can't stop mentioning that this is an amazing experience, an amazing game, an amazing achievement for the Xbox 360. Oh yeah. From the publisher of MX vs ATV franchise, from the makers, the original makers, creators of the MX versus ATV, and Motocross Madness, and the Splashdown series. Oh yeah, Splashdown is another. The first one, the second one is also a great game. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Oh yeah, the Splashdown series from the makers of Baja and the MX vs ATV franchise. This one is another 10 out of 10 game for me. And Splashdown 2 Rides Gone Wild is also a great game. Not a 10 out of 10 for me, but also an amazing experience. Oh yeah! Now, yeah, many players also, many gamers don't consider this next game a 10 out of 10, but for me it is. It was an amazing experience. The game that really grabbed me in the first couple of seconds of gameplay, and I simply couldn't stop playing it. Man, what an amazing reboot of the Tomb Raider franchise, and also another 10 out of 10 for me. Rise of the Tomb Raider is also another amazing experience, and I'm truly looking forward for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Oh yeah, can't wait to play it. And to finish this PixelThing talks, this last one, that was my latest 10 out of 10 overwhelming experiences, better than the previous main title from the franchise, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Man, I don't have words to describe it. I was constantly being amazed and overwhelmed with those breathtaking landscapes and situations. Man, I don't know if you've already played it till the end, but I finished it last week. Oh man, it's right up there on my favorite games ever made. You know what that means? A 10 out of 10 game for me. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and please let me know down in the comment section what are your 10 out of 10 games that other players and no one cares about, you know? Tell me, cause I'm really curious and I want to try it out also. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Cheers!